Hey traders, welcome to episode 774 of the show. You could be doing anything, and thank you for stopping by. It's Black Friday, so I figured getting in the spirit of commercialized Christmas, might as well just do the Santa hat, because I mean normally, since people are buying all this stuff on this day, it's kind of like Christmas in a way, I guess. I mean, I'm not really buying anything. I mean, I'm not participating in Black Friday at all, but I don't think a lot of you are either. I think we did a kind of a poll last night, and most people said they were not going to partake in Black Friday. It's just too much, man. You know, the brick and mortar insanity. A lot of peasants. Too many peasants, man. All right, we are kings. But hey, man, Bitcoin's bullishly engulfed. Last time we spoke, just a little indecision. And now we're getting some price action, and we've got less than 1 hour until your daily candle close. So that means less than 1 hour till bullish engulfing candle close confirmation. Good news. And you know, where are we? Exactly where we thought we might eventually get to, if we're talking about Fibonacci retraces. All right, from that high to low, you finally hit a 38% retrace and no higher. Right, 78.47. That's it. So these are areas we'd been discussing, you know, ever since we, you know, bullishly engulfed or reversed down here at least, right? We started beginning to make that retrace. Then we couldn't break 73.50, but it was like, all right, that is a very shallow retrace. I mean, that's not as common as price reversing to these areas or retracing to these areas before reversing to the downside again. So, yeah, it could go higher if the daily engulfing candle means anything, and we know that it could go in between, you know, where we've hit now all the way up to 86.47. All right, this seemed kind of more likely as an area. Now it's like confidence wanes a little bit, because this is some pretty real resistance here, right? 7800. So breaking that could be real good. If we do break that, I mean, 50% retrace is near some other resistance. So that definitely would be the next target if we broke 78.47, 82.50. Okay, that's it. Sorry, man, drinking coffee and beer. Whatever you want to call that. I don't know. It's Friday, dude. You should have a beer too if you care about beer. I mean, it's like I'm saying, this is like it's holiday season. These are decent times to have a beer. All right. How about them Hawkeyes? Yeah, dude, that was a phenomenal ending. Another good one, dude. Just like the Egg Bowl last night, man. So we've just had two really, really good rivalry games. I mean, wait a second. Go take a look at the Virginia Tech game. Also really good. You know, Virginia Tech kind of fell apart at the very end. You know, they had their chance, and then they fumbled in their own end zone, and then Virginia recovered it, and it was just a 9-point game, a 2-possession game. So it was all over for Voltech after that. Crazy, man. College football rivalry week is definitely, you know, in full effect, and it's definitely been entertaining so far, with most of the games coming tomorrow, like the Iron Bowl. That's going to be a doozy. Always a good time for beer. What's up, A-Day? Kevin Grubb. Yep, Virginia Voltech game. That was also good. Yes, sir. Exactly. So Matt Cron. Altcoins crossed the market up today. Nice. You know, contextually not as good though, right? I mean, you just, right? Go to Ethereum. Nice that it's up. It's not because of Ethereum, it's because of Bitcoin, right? All right, still in that downtrend, it seems. Good news is though, you're back above that 146 area, which was pretty vital. Had to hold above that, but you can, as you can see, we haven't even tested 160 to 163 yet, which is the next resistance, right? You would think that Ethereum would hit 160, right, to at least say, hey, this is resistance again. You can see it, man. It's all here. You're close, just not quite yet. So Bitcoin continues to rally. somewhat. Ethereum is going to get to that area, and I just don't know if it's going to have the ability to break. That's seriously strong, right? I mean, you're talking January 2019, February 2019. I mean, look at this. April 2019, September 2019, October 2019. That is a insane area, 160 for Ethereum, okay? Excellent, Jameson. Cheers to you. So, you know, I did a Thanksgiving stream late last night. Definitely not scheduled. It was just random. So, I do want to say if you didn't watch that, but you're watching now, and you celebrated Thanksgiving, happy Thanksgiving to you. I hope it was a good one. Tell me what type of food you ate. You know, if there's any kind of weird tradition your family has. Let's hear it, man. Okay, so that's Ethereum. Guess we look at XRP. So despite anything, I guess, like 1414, you know, this was it, man. I mean, you got 100% retrace from X to C, and your candle close was there. So that was at the lowest candle close. But, you know, you're reversing to the upside. You're up 2.73% today, but it's really nothing, right? It's barely anything. This maybe C to D ends, and now the new wave begins. That would need to be the case for Bitcoin as well. I need to adjust this big time. All right, so if this is the case, this is the new swing low. We've exceeded a 23% retrace. So now the next target you would think would be 24.5 pennies. Right, look back here, look left. Right, August 2019. That's the next target on XRP, assuming Bitcoin holds up, which you think there's always a possibility, but it has hit. Bitcoin has hit the common retrace area, so it can reverse now at any time to lower prices. Bitcoin, I think, is about to be neutral on the MACD histogram, so that's something we were anticipating to be seen, and is now almost completely matured. Wonderful. Thanks, Crypto Tiger, man. I got you, dude. If nothing else, it's a day of showing gratitude. It's a good reason as any to have a holiday. Yeah, for sure. So if like you don't celebrate an actual Thanksgiving, like in the, you know, outside of the U.S., you can still be like, okay, so it's like they're, you know, the Americans are giving thanks. Hey, maybe it's not a big deal, and it'd be cool for me to give thanks too, at least just to tell people you care about, that you appreciate them and all that. That's kind of what Thanksgiving is. It can be global. That's fine, dude. All right. And I'm thankful for all of you, if you don't know, because I said all this last night on the Thanksgiving stream, just so you knew. What's up, Francisco, man? Oh, Julia in the general chat. What's up? World Boss likes the New York Jets -3 against Cincinnati. Oh, have fun, man. Good luck. Good luck with the NFL, dude. It's not my thing. Oh, man, I really wish I would have tailed stay-at-home Kangs, though, on the Ravens, man. He killed it on that one. It was like the lock of the millennium, that game. So, oh, thanks, Chris Garon. Appreciate you too, man. All right, so XRP, Bitcoin, Ethereum, now Litecoin. Litecoin and log. Right, with the anchor points on the bottom and just one on the top. You can see how we ran up to it and failed and dumped again. And now we are trying to get back above a support area. But as you can see, I mean, there's candle closes up here, 5160, 5347. There's just resistance all over the place. You would think, though, if you could stay above where we are right now, and getting above that 50, that psychological resistance support area, we could see ourselves at, I mean, that's the next resistance, like $53. There's all kinds of chop here, man, and there's no divergence, right? It's like a low on price, then a lower low on price, then higher levels of negative Momo, lower levels relative strength. So it's just there's no like major reversal indicators on the oscillators right now. So you get the rally, right? You make common retraces like Bitcoin, then Bitcoin sells off, and then Litecoin follows Bitcoin and goes to slightly lower lows, and maybe then that's when we start getting that bullish divergence on the daily. And just like we would do with Bitcoin, maybe Litecoin would also reverse and might have a long opportunity on it too. So, hello, welcome to the homogeneous market where everything's the same a lot of times, right? And this hat's kind of weird. I don't know, it's really tight on my head. I don't know, man, about this one anymore. It was okay. Now it's just looking kind of bad. Someone was asking about XRP to BTC. I was like, so am we looking at these days? But we can. It was like, yeah, you had your geometrical breakout of a downtrend you'd been in for 11 months or so. Had a nice rally, but didn't even come close to the 23% retrace, which is just bad. Okay. Not even really sure where it ran to. It was not hitting a resistance when it sold off, but it did, I think, maybe had some, yeah, it kind of had divergence a little bit. I think definitely on the 4 hour, but then it sold off, and now it's just forming, look, you're failing to break your, previous overhead resistance kind of from August. You broke it, you back tested as resistance. Now you're making lower highs with like kind of a buy wall. So, I don't know, man. I think as long as you make higher lows than like your previous lows, you'll be alright. But now it's like, yeah. Oh, what is this? There's okay. Something I was talking about before this move up was the fact that there is support left, right? Look like 2,800 or so from August and July. So maybe we see that before bouncing to higher prices. I don't know if you could call this a cup with handle, man. What's the handle? It doesn't even look like much of a handle, does it? So, if it's going to play out, I don't think it should be falling any lower than 2,800. If it falls lower than 2,800, this is probably just going to continue down to test the lowest lows we'd seen in since September, and then we could go even lower and see the lowest prices since December of 2017. All right, so I don't think we have quite yet a major swing low, high to low, valid anchor point, because we just didn't get close enough to the 236, which is like 43.55. I think we could come up and hit 4,050, and that might give you a valid swing low. But eventually, if this was the swing low, the bottom was in, and this was just to make a common everyday retrace, you'd expect XRP to BTC to go to at least 5,050 up to 7,520. All right in this zone, assuming this is the valid anchor point for the swing low. Okay, that's XRP to BTC. It's been eviscerated, obliterated, demolished, abolished. Wow. Not really, Kevin, man. Even death crosses, it's just like they're moving averages, they're lagging indicators. If you can line up a bunch of bullish indicators with a golden cross, that's great. If you can line up a bunch of bearish indicators with a death cross, that probably adds to your little cake baking, right? Excuse me. Yeah, we've already looked at this one. It was like a descending, broadening wedge. I don't even know the last time we've looked at this. Someone's requesting INSG, which is Inseego Corporation. I'll open that up so you can see it. So Inseego, they double bottomed, and look at the consolidation you were in since the beginning of this year. Diverging prices. And then you had yourself what? Partial decline before a big rally, V-shaped rally. And yeah, so had your premature false breakout, gap down, and rallied. I think it's all kind of started with earnings. When earnings came out, looks like sentiment might have changed on this asset. So now what we've done, As from your major high from April 2015 to your low points, you exceeded an 88% retrace, which is stupendous. And did we have a gap fill? I can't remember. Yeah, oh man, I think there was a gap fill right here. Yeah, gap fill was here. So there's gap fill at 664, right where your candle closed. Right, and then the next day after that candle high closed there, you gap down to this level, to 641. So I think there is a gap fill. 666. Wow. Can we do some Jesus chimes to get an exorcism for this asset's gap fill? And Seago is at its highest level since April 2015. That's saying a lot, man. That's a big deal. It's been a long time, and I think that 666 will get filled eventually if this can continue on up. So I think on the oscillator, though, you're probably overbought. That is insane, man. That's not one candle. That's 4 in a row of insanity. So overbought. Yes, you are. Could continue overbought to maybe fill the gap before reversing, but you know, right above the $6.66 area gap fill, you have all-time highs. Make sure. Let's go to the wick there. The wick all-time high is 688. Breaking that is wonderful, you know. But like, I think the way you would size this up on Fibonacci, a couple ways you could do it. Just remember, we just made an 88% retrace, so very deep levels. So let's get rid of that, and let's look at you know, you can go with your minor previous high to low. You can see there's a 1618 gold mean ratio. You can't see it on the chart. It's just too confluent right there. So the 1618 lines up with previous all-time highs, and then we can go like back from the height of the structure to the low point of the structure. And candle close to candle close, it looks like we'd have to. All right, so the 1414 lines up with the previous all-time highs and the 1618 from this high to low. So there is confluence, certainly at $6.88. Could definitely be a reversal point. But again, you know, when we maybe at that time, maybe by the time we get there, we, you know, still end up with lower levels of relative strength, and maybe there might be some RSI bearish divergence for, you know, this price might turn around there and sell off. Okay, things been doing well, man. Right, range bound. It broke like kind of the 61.8% retrace area, I think, from high to low here. You know, it broke it. It really crapped around and even back tested. Look, it's critical support, right? We had plotted. Look what happened. You know, you fell below it, and V-shape recovered it. And look how we back tested the spring twice before going again. That's beautiful how we regarded that. Look, 1, 2, 3, 4. And then you back tested it twice. You fell below it. It's like square. You fell below it, but you came back tested twice, double bottom, and look at where you've gone since then. Wonderful on INSG. Rhythmonite. Okay. All right. So people asking about the amazing asset that we know as gold. And gold is consolidating after a very nice run that started in June from its previous consolidation. And, you know, from a low to high, we're at a 38% retrace. But remember what we were talking about on my previous analysis, and here it goes, man. I mean, up 0.5% today. But you got to know that there was some exhaustion setting in for sellers. You know, you had a low and you rallied, and you almost got to neutral on the histogram, and then you sold off again, and it was like about the exact same low. It was technically a lower low on candle closes, and when you did that, you were showing higher levels of relative strength, and again, almost inexistent negative momentum. And so you know, you'd think impending price action reversal, maybe we could at least get up to 1490 again in time. But that being said, You're only near that 382. So if demand is just too overwhelming, and there's just so many people that want this asset, which I think that gold could rise in value considerably for the foreseeable future based on everything that's occurred, where we were in a 6-month long like trading range, teetering, could never break above that 1350 area for years, and now we busted above it. You got to think that if there is that overwhelming demand, we won't get any lower than 382. I mean, remember, you go to the 50%, 618, and these are all common retrace levels. And definitely arguments to be made that value is down here. But there's also value at the 382. Just sometimes, actually a lot of times, you don't reverse here and make your major moves up again. Just because maybe a lot of people don't think a 38% sale on gold is good enough, right? So, but again, it all stems back to the overwhelming demand. If there is overwhelming demand for an asset, then it could reverse to the 236 and the 382. And just go again. And clearly you can see we're far off from the downsloping resistance and previous highs, 1515, 1534, 1550. Okay, so I do think that gold, having it in your portfolio, well, it's the same thing I said when we were down at these prices, okay? Like, having gold in your portfolio, really good idea with, going on 11-year market cycle now. So hedge against other markets dumping, right? Uncertainty. Okay, man. So Bitcoin getting closer and closer to that high of the day that was, I believe, over 78.70 was the high of the day today. Crazy. It almost doesn't even feel like it, right? When you look at the candle, it's like, man, 78.50, $100 above. Okay. Gotta zoom in. Yep. So for golds, in the next, or the coming days, coming trading days, you'll probably, unless you sell off, you'll probably see positive momentum for the first time since November 6th, near the beginning of the month. So that's good. Very good on golds to do that with the oscillators looking good. All right. So, and look how, you have this nice move up, and near the top, look at the volume that it accelerates on higher prices. And now that we're selling off, making lower lows, lower highs, look at the volume receding. Receding volume on lower prices after a bullish impulse is bullish. Okay. So this is what you do in consolidation, right? Is you have receding volume. And so eventually you'll break this, you'll buck this. You see it right here? Lower levels, all right, running out of room. Eventually there'll just be a large green candle, volume candle, or red, but more likely it'd be a green candle and you get higher prices. But this could go, look, think about the volume could just continue receding like this all the way to like January of 2020. So it could be more of this going on, all right? Definite value areas at, between 1350 and 1375. You just might not ever get back down there again. Okay. So dollar cost averaging on golds, probably a pretty good idea for the foreseeable future. The trend has reversed, man. Can we get some hype in the chat, man? Some words and emojis and things that are showing your excitement for it being Friday and Black Friday, and Thanksgiving was yesterday, and the Christmas is upon us, coming month. So can we get some hype for that? Need to change Discord link in the description. Do we not have that vanity URL? Brad, Julia, all right, I'm gonna change this real quick in my description. Give me 2 seconds. Let's see here. And thanks for the 274 people watching. If you're enjoying the live stream, hit that like button, that bell, that sub. Very good. Where is this? Okay, changing the link for Discord, Julia. Very good. It's saved, man. We did it. Oh my God, it's changed that too. What the heck? It's annoying. Silver's doing about the same. It's just been retracing. It's like 50% retrace instead of 38%. Right? Why is that happening? Oh, okay. That's weird. Yeah, silver, deeper retrace than gold so far. Oh my God. So here is silver. Almost looks like a bear pole bear flag, doesn't it? Doesn't look that great. So getting back above this upsloping support would be really good. And again, if you look from this low to high, it's a 50% retrace and no lower so far. Getting back above these overhead resistances would be incredible. You really need to get back above it. Like you're below like all these overhead resistances you had broken. Like clearly this 1736 area is major. You can just see all the price action across it, across time. You keep hitting it regarding resistance. So, you know, you want to break it and hold above it, but we didn't. So I don't know why we wouldn't come back up to at least back test it and attempt to break it 1730. Okay. That's silver, man. Again, I think everything's changed. It's shifted for silver too. Where you had a crazy downtrend. We have to look at this in log, I think. Yeah. Log scale, silver. Big downtrend. Look how you broke out of it eventually, sold off, and you made a 95% retrace from that December 2015 low.
We're doing TA on INSG.
Is that a joint?
Renamanite, thanks so much for the 420. Really appreciate the Elon in the jar. Very cool. Thank you, man. And you're a man of your word. So, an analysis I did in April of this year, a very long time ago, down at these levels, was a potential weekly double bottom. And if this was to play out, you'd see much, much higher prices. So down at that 1420 area, we ran as high as 1944 before pulling back. And it may not be over. Okay, but you really need to, I think, need to get back above 1736. If gold can start rising again, silver is going to do the same. Silver follows gold a lot. You know, gold's kind of the macro, the precious metals market. So silver's like Litecoin. It's going to do kind of a lot of what Bitcoin does. It just may not perform as well at different times. What's up, Choco? Thanks for joining the Discord, man. Okay, I got you on the vanity URL. That's why we don't use it. Gotcha, no problem. So I think silver could continue increasing in value for the foreseeable future, though you might sell off some more. I think eventually you make a higher low and you run again, and then you get eventually to like 21.19. If you break 21.19 to $22. 25 bucks, and then, you know, from there, like, look, there's resistance, like the equivalent of Bitcoin, where Bitcoin is, this is silver, sorry, not Bitcoin, my God, where gold's 1550 area, silver's is at like 26 bucks. Okay, so if these things kind of retrace, I think that's a major resistance too. It's just like gold's, but you're just so far off. Dude, it's early bull run on silver. Well, of course, man. But remember in April when you could have watched the analysis and known that this was, you were double bottoming, but on the weekly you'd shown a larger double bottom. So, whatever, dude. All right, so shifting gears a little bit, I do want to look at ZRX, something that was discussed yesterday, but the hypothetical I had where 22 cents was the value area, it was the entry area for a potential inverse head and shoulders. Get out of here, dude, right? This was just me. This is my template. Oh, it may or may not run up to this resistance again. Whatever. Eventually, you would want to see 22 cents. Well, we saw it a couple times, didn't we?
Thanks for all you do, Mitch. Glad I could find your channel so early on into my learning journey. We are all in the BTC movement together. I have a bearish spread on Roku, seems like it needs to cool off. Could you take a look at it? Thanks, King. Less than 3.
Zoomer. Okay, Zoomer. We will. Thank you, man. Yes, and thank you for the 420 kind words, support, all that. And I'm very, very proud to hear that you are at an age where the world is in front of you and you're learning so young, and that's just wonderful. You have such a head start on so many people. I guarantee you, your peers, there are going to be a lot of them that are, you know, they're going to get older and you're going to be so far ahead of them, but they will eventually catch on. They'll realize that whatever they like, you know, PewDiePie and Dr. Disrespect and whatever, they're going to catch on and realize, dang, dude, these people aren't helping me make money or helping me with my future or helping me see anything. So maybe there's someone out there that could do that. Well, hopefully they can find me. But I don't know, man. I think it's just amazing that there are people that are, you know, in their teens that are getting into this world. It's faith restored in humanity. Okay. So Roku, you know, good, right? You're at an 88% retrace now. This is a reversal area. Bearish divergence going on the MACD on the daily too. This is the complex pattern I think that it might be painting, right? You have a huge run up, then you have a big bearish dump, right? And then you attempt your rally. Well, you're attempting your rally. You're working on B2C, and eventually when this tops out, which this is the top, right? It can't really go any higher if you're talking about some sort of well, this would be a bat, because 52% retrace. Let me make sure. It might be, it's a little bit deeper. I don't know. Yeah, it's like 52. So it'd really be an 88% retrace. Dang, dude, that's unfortunate. It would have to like go down here. But the thing about it is, what I don't like about this is the fact that if you do that, you're well below the 1618, 1414, 1272. So maybe at like the 78% retrace area, you know, what's going on is you're also near a 1618, and that's kind of why I like it. So 786 and the 1618 right here. If we're talking about going long or finding a long entry, I think there's extremely nice value areas between $50 and $55. Obviously, we're at 160 right now, okay? So what's going on here for anyone thinking about a long? It's you're playing Russian roulette if you're trying to take an entry on a long. And I think you just said that you're looking for shorts or something. Yes, this would be it, okay? Now, there is the offshoot chance always that this pattern is obviously not matured or developed yet. Always the offshoot chance that this could climb up and hit 113% retrace to, you know, 113%, meaning it would shift. Instead of being a bat, it would then become a cipher. 113% is at 186, so lower risk area for a short, even though we know the 88.6% retrace is also extremely low risk. It just depends on what pattern's being painted. I think it'll reverse here, or it could I'll go all the way up to the 1414 at 209. That's like the highest high. That's probably the lowest risk entry for a short. But remember, you know, that this is a pattern that is completely just an idea. It's not confirmed. It's not a PCZ. The pattern completion area is here. So this any of this may not play out. But you got to think that an 88% retrace, if it's to be a bullish bat, this is it. Can't go any higher than this. This is the last level. If it breaks this, most likely it'll hit 100%, 113%, and those are also shorting areas, okay? So layering into shorts could be good on Roku too. All right. I think you're just in the midst of the development of a complex harmonic, almost about to be working on C to D soon. The next big wave is upon us. All right. That's it. Bellinger, an automated YouTube that is never ever gonna listen to somebody. Never, dude. They're trying to get content creators out. They're trying to eliminate. They don't like YouTube's meta now is they don't want you to become famous from YouTube, right? Especially if you're not doing, you know, like wholesome stuff or whatever. But you know, they understand that when their platform makes someone famous, all of a sudden that person has a lot of influence and power over a bunch of individuals. So if they're like mutiny against YouTube, they don't want that. So what they're doing is they're changing and shifting the way the TOS works to start running people off and making it more clear how they can just cancel people's accounts and end them. And now you can clear at the same time. They're also getting real in bed with all the major media corporations and making sure they're recommended, making sure they're getting all the views, they're pushed up on the SEO, right? So these multiple things are going on at the same time, and the strategy of the YouTube executives. Okay, so they don't want people getting big on YouTube anymore. Not really. They're just trying to make it into TV. They're trying to make it into YouTube Red, right? They're trying to be like Netflix and Disney Plus, right? They don't want this anymore. They don't want this scuffed celebrity stuff. That's where we are with YouTube, okay? About to get another beer. I guess we can do wheel spins if y'all want. All right. Doesn't matter. I'm good with it. Friday. Hype. Oh, God, you picked Boise, Jacob. What's the score? Oh, my God. Well, it's 31-24, so you're still okay. If you did 3-game teaser, what was the line? You're probably covering right now. Oh, yeah. This is it, man. All right? This is it. This is the last... this is the game drive right here. Let's go, man. Thanks for the 300 people tuned in. Thanks for the 127 likes. Y'all are amazing. Okay? Give me a sec. Take your time. Yeah, Mr. Peabody. That's it. All right, I bet. Thoughts on water? Isn't water insane now? Like out the yin yang insane? Oh, it was for a while. Okay, looks like wow, it's an interesting chart. XYL. Xylem Incorporated Connect. Well, you can see, I think you're just range bound right now, a bullish range. Clearly, like, it's like the stock market almost, right? Except for here. It was like, 2% all-time high, 2% all-time high, right? But just saying from here to here, we're range bound. Okay, so with the range going on, and maybe an inverse head and shoulders going on a smaller, less significant time scale, really not that good, but anything bullish and a bullish trend could be awesome. But remember, like, right, the low risk area for an entry for a long on XYL would be down at 73.20, right, versus where we are now. You're kind of in the middle of a range, so you got to think about that. The chop could, you know, it could pump and get halfway there and then dump again. All right, so maybe we get the 4 hour real quick and check it out. Kind of scuffed, man. That's a really steep neckline. You don't really want to see necklines that steep. You want to see necklines close. I mean, they can be slightly downsloping. But you did break out. If you're really talking about that, there's a breakout on this neckline. Oh, look, left shoulder, head, right shoulder. You get it. Oh my God. So if water's to really actually play out, if this pattern's to play out, which I don't know, man. It's super scuffed. If it's play out, then you're just looking for a, oh my God, it's log. Yeah, no change. Measure move for water XYZ would be at $80, 37 cents or so. So that's maybe where it could go and then reverse the downside again. But just know if you're talking about range trades, you can see 1, 2, 3 times, 1, 2, 3 times, 3 on both sides. So if it's a bullish range, then you think in time, eventually we could break above $85 and go to make a measured move and, you know, go up another $10 or so. But just been range bound since April of this year. All right, with the lowest risk area for a long, highest risk area for a long, shortest risk for a short. But remember, look before you and see that it's a bullish range, not a bearish one. So probability would become more likely that we'd break to the upside of this range versus the downside. Okay? Does that help at all on XYL? Sweet. Nice beer, man. Discord link expired. Oh my God. Yep, heard about it. Germany banks 2020. January 1st, 2020 for crypto, for them to hold your magic internet money. Exactly. Very good. JH, are you there? Hello. Talking to you, man. Did all this for you and only you. No one else. Okay. So let's take a look at KMI, one that had we had found this by scanning, and then it had begun to play out for us. Okay, we got Head and Shoulders. It started becoming a little more complex, and with this complexity, a neckline that was slanted was broken, and now we're right. This was pretty much the entry. $20 where we were at the time. All right, and so since then it's down to 1961, and we could see much lower prices. All right, you could say that look where like there's support on the left, right there between 1844 and 1865 is definitely where it could bounce before making a lower high and dumping again. But oh, this is off a little bit. Maybe it was sorry, 50% retrace right here. I think there was a gap fill or something there, but. Yeah, there you go, man. I mean, that's like $18. It's kind of like where you're looking to a reasonable level of profit taking. Sweet. Adam, I mean, like, yeah, sometimes, but again, if you're just talking about trading, I mean, the fundamentals of something. It's like, what are kind of fundamentals and technicals in the technical analysis world? It's more like looking left, right? Zooming out and seeing what kind of overall trend it's in, right? Overall bullish trend for like 20 years. Well, you really want to buck that? Probably not. Oh my God, dude. But yeah, debt plays a role, but think about it, man. From my AT&T trade that I had a couple months ago, I knew they had like some of the worst debt ever, but I took the trade, and I would have gotten stopped out if it kept dumping, but it didn't. It went up and like went nuts. So you tell me. I mean, like looking at the fundamentals, maybe for an investment to hold for a very, very long time, position trade or something, but for just a trade, you know, like with technicals. I mean, you tell me. If I knew that AT&T had a lot of debt and stuff when I took the entry, and that didn't make the trade fail, did it? Not really at all. It was just a trade. So most of my profit's been taken on AT&T. I'm just holding a little bit more, dividends, whatever. I don't care. It can't really affect my portfolio at this point after the profit I took. So you see what I'm saying? It's like something's fundamentally bad, but technically looks good. Maybe it's still good for the trade, but maybe not good for the long-term investment. Thanks for the again, the 300 people here and the 150 likes. Y'all amazing. Happy holidays to everyone. Just wanted to go live on a Friday. Figured some people would appreciate it, I guess. Okay. So that was KMI. You're just looking at that. Weird IQ. I mean, we're looking at inverse head and shoulder, right? And the thing about IQ. Wait, didn't we have a downslope resistance maybe breakout? I don't know. Never mind. This is stupid. But like, you see what happened today? Insanity, right? Look at this wick. Rejection wick off the 200 moving average on the 4-hour. Look at the rally and the finish of the day. So a gap down, and there's a gap at 1963 that could be filled. But you gotta like this pattern on the 4-hour, and I think the daily too. Look at that man today. IQ is a Chinese asset, but dang, you can't say that this potential pattern doesn't look alright, man. Doesn't look that bad. Or if you could eventually continue making these higher lows and break that neckline at 20 bucks, 20.50, could make that measured move at 25.50. So, oh, Adam, believe me, dude, I know. What happened to Bitcoin at 6K? Tiger Red, you're not accounting for the amount of time that's gone by and thinking about the daily, where that's still very possible. I mean, if you're gonna talk about what happened to Bitcoin at 6K, it never hit 6K. Not even, I mean, it hit 65.30, its lowest low. It never had an intraday close. Or sorry, it never had an intraday close below 6760, 6800. So everything's kind of exactly going the way our analysis was.
Chug.
Bruh.
Oh, Mr. Peabody, thanks for the 1061. Interesting. Oh yeah, we can do a wheel spin. Let's see, I gotta change something real quick though. Let's see. Okay, give me a sec. Chart one. Oh no, I don't have to change anything. Sweet. Thank you, Mr. Peabody. Session top Jesus, man. All right. 2 seconds. I think I can set this up on my Streamlabs now. They've implemented it. I just have to work on that. But we don't do the wheel spin I haven't done the wheel spin in like a month. Like a month or more now. So. Widgets. Wheel connect. Okay. Alright, let's go with the spin, chat. 77.56 on Bitcoin. Alright, gulp for me. Let's go.
Come on, Bama, let's go roll tide.
Let's go. Dude, Beeswaxers, thanks for the $5 contribution. Really, really appreciate that. Wow. Hope you all had a wonderful Thanksgiving. And yes, tomorrow is the big day. 2:30, well, 3:30 Eastern kickoff in Jordan-Hare, hostile environment. Not going to be easy for Bama at all, and they could very well lose the game. They could. If Bama doesn't show up, if Mac Jones is bad and he gets exposed, it could be a bad, long day for Bama. I mean, just remember, Auburn's defense held LSU, one of the most efficient offenses in the country, to 23 points or something. So, and Georgia to 21, which isn't that great, that big of a deal because it's Georgia. Their offense is meh. So, Auburn definitely has a shot tomorrow and could very well beat Bama, even though I bet on Bama. But I got him at plus 3.5. So even if Bama loses by field goal, I cover. But it may not even go that way. So thank y'all. And hey, Rick, thanks for joining the Discord. Holy crap. And sorry. Explain how the last tip was donated. Someone went to the link in the description below, and then they looked and saw stream elements, and then they went in, they clicked it, and then it was pretty self-explanatory after that. Okay. I'm surprised y'all didn't even catch that guy that typed at 558. Interesting mods. What were y'all thinking? Y'all think that was legit or something? Okay, so going back to Square instead of IQ, we go to SQ, see how it's faring. Didn't really do much anything today. Still above that 200-day moving average. Is yet to hit the measured move of the pattern, which is all the way up at $74. Still think there's room to run. You didn't get overbought, I don't think. You were like very close. Now you're selling off a little bit. You're really not even selling off. You're just kind of resetting the oscillator. Like your positive memo is beginning to wane. So maybe it keeps waning. We keep going sideways, down sloping, whatever, and then rally again. And that's maybe when that divergence shows up. And maybe at profit taking levels, and there's impending price action versus the downside. Then we get a more major reversal. And then eventually it could continue on up and fill that gap at $81. That's we're not as concerned about that as we are hitting targets for a trade. John, I only bet on college football. That's literally it. I don't bet on anything else. Is Tron legit now? No, not at all. Who else spent $0 on Black Friday? I guess me. Haven't spent anything yet. Okay, Square, amazing, beautiful, wonderful. Yeah, it's kind of a mixed day. Most things were in the red today. Let's just look at the SPX. Why not? SP 500. Okay, so here we are, right? The upsloping resistance has been broken, and now you've sold off and you filled a gap. That's all you've done. You're still above it. And look at this, man. This is what makes you think next week might be the sell-off, right? A high, a much higher high, lower levels positive momentum. And here we are, man. It's like all-time highs and almost inexistent positive momentum, and you're already waning when you got it, right? Already. It's just so weak. So you got it seems like you're getting triple MACD bearish divergence near a 1618 fib extension from your previous high to low. All right, these are major reversal areas. Okay, you're outside of a major trend line, upsloping trend line, supply line, excuse me. You're showing this gnarly divergence, and that's it, dude. All right, so reversal, I mean, again, right, you can say, no way, man, it's just going to keep going up. But if you care about Fibonacci at all, and you care about coinciding variables of coinciding variables of, you know, Fibonacci, oscillators, price action, everything, you think this is a pretty significant area, 3150. Okay, by the way, look on the 8s. Oh my God. Well, you're taking Missouri, Boise, Jacob, man, that's... Remember, when you're doing 3-game teasers, you don't want to be betting on teams that are shoddy, teams that many times of the year look very inconsistent. You're looking for 3-game teasers. You're looking for the most consistent teams, the blue chips, the top 10. Because, like, if you keep playing the numbers game, eventually the crap teams you bet on are not going to perform and they're going to lose. And even sometimes, like we saw last week, I had like 6 different bets that won. They were all lined up with Oregon, and Oregon crapped the bed. And, right, top 6 team. So, you know, you're just betting on penny stocks when you do, especially in the, you know, you want to bet on those blue bloods, the blue chips, whatever, and 3-game teasers. Just because, man, it's like the teams need to perform. They need to compete. Okay. That's just my thoughts on it. But did I guess it covered? Yeah, 31-24. Nice for Boise. Finished it. Iowa covered and barely. Well,
Bullish divergence on British American tobacco.
Bruh.
BAT. Hype.
MBAT. MBAT. Matthew D, thanks for the 10, man. MBAT? What are you talking about? MBAT? That? British American Tobacco. Got you, dude. Okay. Alright, looking bullish. Extremely bearish trend you've been in since October 2014. Let's go to the weekly. Need to really zoom out. I'll spin the wheel too. Oh my God, all-time lows. So this is a bearish chart. Let's just real quick before I spin, we'll get it out of the way. Go from that low to high. You're exceeding the 1,414. You have to realize that a 1618 fib extension, your next target is at like $10.81. You ready for that? On this asset that's been getting destroyed. Let's look at this low to high. Low to high. Oh my God. All right. So yeah, you're nearing from the previous low to high a 1414 fib extension. Divergence is not there. Bearish convergence. I don't know, man. Like, this to me is gnarly. Let me spin though. Thank you, dude, for the 10. Wow, y'all are amazing. Thank you for the support. Let's see. Any games left? There's only one game left, and it's on right now, and it's Appalachian State and Troy. But that's top 25. Let's go to FBS. Oh, Washington State. Okay, Washington's killing State right now. But again, I just like... Oh, my God. Here we go, dude. Matthew D. in the house for the wheel spin. Dude, this is why I stopped doing the wheel spin. This is why, dude. It's just like 10% chance, right? Look at it. 10% chance for the chug to get hit. I didn't do a wheel in like a month, and all of a sudden I have to chug a beer on stream. That's great, man.
Bruh.
Look here. Look, listen.
Chat, anyone? Bueller? At all? Wow. Okay. Let me get another beer and fill this one up to full. And we can clearly see where full is. okay, on this beer, it's like right here, right? Right there's where full is. So I barely started drinking this, so I'll get another one. Hold on a sec, chat. My God.
Bruh.
Matthew D. I can't believe you've done this, man. Miss Peabody is pleased, I'm sure. 2 seconds. Oh yeah, dude. Of course, Bradford. All right, so we're at a full beer now. So just give me a second. I gotta get my composure. Remember, this is an Indian pale ale. So like chugging this is serious business, man. All right, because I don't have any water beers here. So
Bruh.
hold on, I'll do it. We'll get it done. Let's go, man. So very much in a downtrend still. I got the adjustment, right? 1 up here, 2, now 3 and 4. Oh yeah, dude, it's just like terrible. This is bearish right now on BAT. Not BAT the US dollar, just BAT on, you know, on the, whatever. Excuse me, IPA is easy to drink. No one said anything about IPA is easy to chug, because it's not, dude. It's not at all. Hold on a sec. That might have been the fastest chug of my entire life right there. I can't even believe that just happened. Did anyone time that? What was the time on that? Jeez. It's gone, dude. In a very short period of time. We're talking like seconds, dude. Less gassy. Yeah, more hoppy, more hangover. No, we hadn't seen V-Chain yet. Inverted cup handle. Where's the handle, dude? I mean, is it a down sloping handle? I don't know. Look, coming to back test. Hey, I think this could, in time, run up and test 2252 British American tobacco, and that be the handle entry
Just
for
testing
short.
to make sure it's Mitch.
Bruh.
I promised 100 last week that needs to be sent. Had a good week and wanted to share it with my brothers from another mother.
Wow, music's too loud. Sorry. Dude, I turned it down like almost mute, and it's still extremely loud. Dude, Bellinger, man, thanks for the friggin' 20. Holy crap. We got the wheel spin, man. Oh my god. For Bellinger, man. Connect. Ow. So, congratulations on having a good freaking week. I don't remember the 100 promised. And, you know, you're never obligated to, like, you know, pay me, right? Like, just... But, man, thank you so much for the 20, despite anything, dude. The Litecoin in the jar. Much love. And the wheel spin, which is probably going to chug again. Right, remember, we've had 1% chance for... If there's something that's a 10% chance of happening, you have to understand, based on all the math, that if that thing happens, and then you do the same thing, and that 10% chance is to happen, for that to successfully happen twice, it's a 1% chance. So... twice now, me doing the wheel, it's landing on chug after another chug. So, and that's what made me kind of stop doing the wheel, was because the insanity of the chug getting hit back to back consecutively multiple times. So, here we go, man. Will it do it for a third time? Probably, I guess. Since it's a 1% chance, it'll probably happen. %, my butt. 1% my ass. Wow. Does anyone even see this, dude? At all? Is anyone even seeing? Is anyone even here to watch this live right now? Because this is ridiculous. This is insanity, dude. Can we inverse?
Hype in the chat! Bruh.
1% chance of that happening, based on, you know, there's a 1 in 10 chance on here, and it's in the 1 in 10 chance hits, and then you get a 1 in 10 chance again. It's a 1 in 100 chance, and the 1 in 100 just hit again for, like, I think the third time. Right? I stopped the wheel, brought the wheel back, and the day I bring the wheel back, the 1% chance happens. No effing way, dude. Merry effing Christmas, okay? Can we bring out the Christmas tree? Fine, we'll bring out the Christmas tree. Give me 2 seconds, then we'll chug again or something. I don't know. I was so proud of myself on that first chug. That's fantastic. Did anyone even time that chug, dude? Someone? 1.6 seconds, Sleepy Cat? No way. I don't believe that. No, it did not take 45 minutes for me to chug that. Get out of here, dude. No. Daniel, no. Something that has a 1 in 10 chance of happening 2 times in a row is 1%. You understand? Right? It happening consecutively is extremely low chances of happening. Okay? Please understand that. That is not insane math. It doesn't matter if it's a 10% chance every time you spin. You're leaving out the variable we're talking about. You're forgetting that the 1 in 10 chance happened already. For it to happen consecutively, the odds change. Special guest on the way. His name's Drunk Mitch. Yeah, dude. Somebody. We have a presidential... What? President Donald Trump. Are you kidding?
Bruh.
Happy Thanksgiving, Mitch. The best TA out there. The best.
Dude, are you kidding me? President Donald Trump just tipped me 115 plus BAT coins. Ironically, we're looking at BAT, not to the US dollar. BAT, the real BAT, before BAT to the US dollar. British American Tobacco Connect. And yeah, that's a spin right there. Dang, dude. President Trump's going to kill me, dude. All right. I'm in debt. 1 chug. 1 chug, dude. 3 seconds? Seems, it's okay. That might have been the best chug of my life. Can someone show probes so he doesn't make fun of me and call me a swing chugger or a position chugger anymore? Oh, thank God, dude.
Social!
Everyone that has something, do it. Chug, drink. Not chug, but drink or something, alright? Wow, dude. Unbelievable. These are nice beers, too. These are good tasting beers, and I'm having to just chug and not be able to taste and sip on and enjoy. But I do have some nice whiskey downstairs if something changes, so there you go, dude. You know, you think about President Donald Trump and Bellinger. Bellinger's saying he promised 100 last week. That means, like, you know, he tipped 20, so it's like 40, 60, 80. He's got 4 more wheel spins if he's going to do that. For real. So I think there's a really high likelihood that something has a 10% chance of happening. If he does it 4 times, he's probably going to hit. All right, another chug. They're fishing for Morgan, Alabama, man. Yeah.
Bruh.
Oh, yeah, dude. And the chug variation's on, too. So tipping 25 is like allotting you a wheel spin and also a 6% chance of making me chug anyway. So, yeah. That could do it, Surf Fishing for Morgan, Alabama, man. I mean, that's it. Hey, roll tide, dude. I mean, I know you're from South Alabama. You might very well go for Auburn, so I can't even say RTR. Don't want to offend you. But, okay, so that's another wheel spin. I owe 1 social, 1 chug. So a social is just for me a sip, a chug, and then I got a wheel spin right now. All right. Good God. We have extreme amounts of pandemonium going on in this live stream right now, chat. Nice, dude.
Social!
We got two socials I have. So 2 sips after the chug. Let's go, dude. Surf Fishing, Fort Morgan, Alabama. Thanks so much again for the VChain doing things contribution.
VChain doing things.
Let's go to VChain real quick in the midst of all this madness. Remember this weekly candle. Look at the close and reverse bearish engulfing candle. The Eve and Eve double bottom, potential double bottom that has not been confirmed yet. But nice recovery going on this week. The daily. The daily idea is the fact that we are attempting B2C, right? Roku, same thing. Attempting our rally. We had our impulse, we had a tremendous sell-off, and now we're attempting our rally once again. Benjamin, oh my God.
Is that a joint?
Bruh.
As promised. Happy Thanksgiving is a time to share abundances and share the seeds for the next year and the years to come.
Yes, sir, Bellinger, man. Thanks so much for the freaking $80, the $100 on the day to Session Top Jesus, man. And thanks for being kind on myself, because you could have tipped $20 and it'd have been a wheel spin every time. So this is just 1 wheel spin. So thank God. Thank you, dude, for that freaking 80, man. Very grateful. Very kingish. Holy crap. But you know what? This might be worth 1 chug right here. Here it goes, dude. Your wheel spin, sir. Okay, so 2 socials, 1 gulp, and a chug. Now, okay, keep tallies of that. That's for you, Bellinger, man. Thank you, dude. Wow. Beautiful. Big One showing his first histogram wick on the daily since November 7th. The effing dip, are you kidding me, man? What the? Let's go! Oh my God.
Bruh.
Nothing but respect, brew.
Dude, the effing dip. Thank you so much for the 50. And, man, nothing but respect, dude. Thank you so much for being a member of this community. The effing dip. Don't want to say with the anonymous name, but dude, thank you, man. Holy crap. Do a wheel spin for YouTube, brother, man. All right. Jeez. Let's go. Hype in the chat.
Hype in the chat!
Ragsdale would be pleased right now with the hypes and the socials. Okay, let's see if we can get another social. That'd be nice. What the? Sorry, my bad. This is my Star Wars screen. Okay, here we go. This is for the effing dip. Right, chomp. Big breathes. Big monkey eases. Okay. Alright, so 2 gulps, 2 socials, and a chug. 2, 2, 1.
Bruh.
Thanks so much, the effing dip, man. You to Jesus, man. You and Bellinger, and Mr. Peabody, and freaking Matthew D, Beeswaxers, FYX, the Zoomer, the freaking Zoomer, dude, Kappa. Zoomers are just the problem. Zoomers are just the cause of all our problems, dude, Kappa. In before millennials start saying that in 20, 30 years, okay? It's like, dude, I think Generation Z is gonna save the boomers, dude, just saying. That's my opinion as a millennial, right? Zoom is gonna save the world. Millennials might try to ruin it. I don't know, dude. If you're a millennial and you're normal, you're not really in the majority. Okay, dude, you're kind of like in a minority. Like you're, you know, if you take some of the good of the boomers that they instilled in you, you're alright. If you take it all, you might be screwed. Participation trophies, all that stuff, man, right? All right, let me get this beer, man, and let me at least get the beer open so the carbonation exudes, so there's not as much for when I check. Hold on a sec. I got it.
Is that a joint?
3 in a row? No coincidence, man. 8K BTC tonight. It's a sign. Ha ha. Just giving back for all the knowledge, brother. Less than 3.
Thank God, dude, that we broke that already. The Zoomer, dude. Zoomer Connect. Thank you, dude, for the 420.
Bruh.
Is that a joint?
Yeah, it's a $10 wheel spin, remember? So it's like, you know, that's like the one thing that protects me from getting absolutely eviscerated is like there's a $10 minimum on the wheel spin, thank God. So thank you, man, for 420, dude.
Bruh.
All right, hold on. Let me get this beer. Did I just say something? I don't even know. I'm not worried about it. James, you very well could be a Zoomer. I'm not sure. Yeah, you were born after two. Nope, you are not a technical. I think Zoomers were born after the year 2000, so you're still a millennial. You're right. You're just like the youngest millennial ever. Who asked about the bat with a tip? Hold on. It was Matthew D himself. He asked about British American Tobacco Connect. Okay, that was him, Mr. Bond. Thanks for the 277 people still tuned in, preparing for this next chug. Raise liver.
Bruh.
Raise liver tip $25. Butterflies you spin wheel. Butterflies you.
Oh, thanks for the butterflies. Okay, thank you, dude. Oh my god. Yeah, wheel spin connect. Thank you. Holy crap. For that to 25, man. Here we go. Raise liver. This one's for you, brother.
Social!
Alright, I have 3 socials, 2 gulps, and 1 chug. 3, 2, 1 connects. Alright. Don't let me forget. Thank you, dude.
Bruh.
Alright, I think I'm about to try to knock this out, man. Skyweaver, thank God, because we don't want you here. You asked for it, you got it, brother, man. Get ready. Enjoy getting wrecked on every market. We know you will. Dude, I'm not chugging to no music. Hold on. Just wait. God.
Bruh.
Oh, would you look at that?
Alright, I'm back. Definitely on the womp womps, I feel. Definitely overtaking. My sobriety is obviously reversing at a common retrace level. Right, common retrace. You chug a couple beers that are IPA, the womp womps begin. Don't get too drunk so quick, you drinking it. Wolverman, what am I supposed to do when the chug variation goes off twice in a row? Right? And now I'm still in debt. I still owe like 3 socials, 2 gulps. So I have to finish this one beer that I just barely opened. Okay, let me get out of debt, dude. I need to get out of debt, man. It happens. Chug debt, social debt, and gulp debt. The wheel is a brutal game. It can be. See, the wheel, the way I remembered it before I stopped doing it and brought it back, the wheel game was pretty fun. Like, on normal days, what I thought to be normal days, the wheel would be like, it hit chug once every 8, 9, 10 times. And then we get a bunch of socials, and everyone would party and have a good time. But nope, when I bring it back, boom, it hits me almost immediately. The second and third wheel spin of the entire show, I think, was chugs. So it's like, get wrecked. What 1G projects here? Oh yeah, 1G project is chugging. Dude, I got it. I'm back. Dude, there was something about Atlanta at the beginning of the year that screwed me up, where I had to chug I don't know. I chugged 4 beers because the chug variation on the 25s kept going off, right? And that's another way you can kill me. But there were so many that went off, we had to get switched to tequila or something, which I hate. And I don't know, man. There wasn't even a wheel spin back then. I don't know. I'm about to break the seal. That was nuts. So let me so Bitcoin, if you don't understand what's going on, 77.54. All right, it's retraced. It's beginning its retrace from its high point to low point. All right, it's 38% of the way, no higher. Which is good. That's extremely normal. If you understand the analysis we've given before, where you're resetting your oscillators. Look what happened for the first time. Okay, today, November 30th. It's not yet, but universal time it is. But for the first time since November 7th, we're showing positive momentum again. And so, no idea how high the retrace will go. No idea how much positive momentum will be restored before making just a scrub level, before we sell off again to lower prices and could see 61.50 after this retrace is over. Okay, because by the time we get done with our retrace, which could anywhere between where we are now and 86.47, 86.50 is the reversal area. All right, we're looking for a more major reversal between 78.50 and 86.50. Okay, just at the beginning of it. So it could reverse here majorly, or we could run up one more time. Next target, if we can exceed 78.50, is 82.50. All right, we could reverse the downside there, or we could run up 86.50 and then reverse majorly the downside. Right? Not really sure yet which fib node we're going to reverse at, but we're still waiting for daily bullish divergence to develop. A nice bullish engulfing candle was painted just moments ago. And that means that there is always a chance we could see a higher fib node. And you just saw them, okay? Holy crap, man. Let's go, dude. Feeling better after evening in the pub? Mr. Wilver, excellent, dude. Kangish behavior of you. All right. Yeah, Julia, get wrecked. Get wrecked. 8% chance on 33.33, but I guarantee you, if you try it, it won't happen, okay? The Tron connects.
Bruh.
Wow, where did my sobriety go? It was here. And then it literally wasn't here anymore. Sobriety, gone, dude. What are my thoughts on longer term Bitcoin, considering the halving in May? So again, despite anything, right? Despite this, this downtrend we've been in for 150 days plus, you have to look at the prevailing move before it, which was bullish. And so I think, where we are now, I think we'll see 61.50 maybe in time. I think that there's definite possibility 61.50 is in store. I don't think the major bottom's in quite yet. At 61.50 or 5,800. If we can hold on to that, and the divergence can become real, which we're anticipating that we would rally here and sell off again to slightly lower lows, which is 61.50. at the critical supports. I feel like bullish divergence at those levels, we really could be seeing some opportunity for a nice long that could sustain for a while. You hit these areas with the bullish divergence, we get a very nice run all the way up to like 85, 9,000. Okay, so, and then that's a different story. Breaking out of that could be momentous, but if you're talking about long term, we're talking about harmonics. I don't really know what we can do. 88% retrace, 78% retrace. Okay, we're talking like, if we can't break, I mean, if 6150 gets broken, look at 5400 isn't a 78% retrace, an 88% retrace, which would be the pattern. A bat, an entry for a long could be down at like $4,400. I know it sounds crazy now, but we had plotted this and joked about it before as a potential idea, and nothing's really changed from that. Everything's actually continued down. C to D is in the midst of everything. So I think where we are, despite anything, is we're in a major, we're in the last leg of an XABCD pattern where we are. So don't want to see us go below 6150 or 5800, but major retraces from X to A show us where, you know, those value areas are on Bitcoin. There's major value at 5,400 and 4,400. That's it, dude. Major value. So that is not out of the realm of possibility at all. Bitcoin follows technical analysis extremely well. It really, especially Harmony. This is a major harmonic, okay, in development. Would love to see Bitcoin never get to those areas. Of course, that means if it never gets to those areas, there was too much overwhelming demand at critical supports looking left, right? So either 5,400, 4,400, or 6,150, we'd probably see a major reversal to, talking a major reversal to the upside, to where we really go to much higher prices. But I don't know if it'll ever be able to exceed 14K, 13,900. Okay, I don't know if it could ever do that, but at least when it does, when we get this reversal, wherever it becomes real, we'll get probably a 51-50% retrace to the upside, right? We're just talking about like the high point to the low point, right? Wherever it becomes a big deal, right? We're going to common retrace levels. That's it, man. No, the West is not the only ones, Bellinger, moving this market. Remember, the majority of the volume traded in crypto is in Asia, not the West. Guess what? The West is more concerned about the stock market, which is what I love. That's what got me into technical analysis to begin with, not crypto. Crypto was me getting into a market that I was curious about, not that I cared about it. And then I learned more and I understood that blockchain technology is so important, and it will affect our future a lot, and it will help companies stupid amounts. Cryptocurrency, though, you have to understand there's a difference between cryptocurrencies and blockchain technology. Blockchain technology is here to stay and will never go away. Cryptocurrencies, I think many will die off, become obscure, and they will turn into nothing. Okay, the money that was seed money for venture capitalists, eventually they'll just get out completely, and many assets, the highest high majority of the assets that were created on this market will eventually see zero. Okay, even the big ones, even some big ones. Okay, so I don't know, man. I think there's just not enough time has gone by in the lifespan of this emerging market, which is crypto. We've had 10 years track record. It's not very good. You know, gold has only been like on the exchanges since 1971 or so. That's not much time either. But relative to Bitcoin and crypto, it is. It's a decent, it's like 4 times more. So 3 to 4 times more. Crypto, people ask about gold and Bitcoin, like the correlation. It's like the Real Vision video I watched was this guy who was at State Street. I wish Probes was in the live chat watching the stream, because the asset he took a trade on and made good money on, like I watched a manager from State Street talk about gold to Bitcoin, and he compared it apples to banjos, where it's just completely different. You can't compare gold to Bitcoin at all. One has like 6,000 years track record, one has 10 years track record. Dude, it's like you can't compare ever gold and Bitcoin. You just can't do it, dude. All right, so let me do this real quick. All right, so 3, 2, 1. So it was like 3 socials, 2 gulps. So here's a social. Here's a social. Here's a social right here, right? Oh, 2 gulps now. But I gotta do it after I break the seal, dude, okay?
Bruh.
I'll be right back. Just hang tight, y'all, okay? I'm sorry. Dude, 2 chugs in a short period of time. Just 2 things. Be right back.
Tip $25. It's not easy to chug. Clinking beer mutts.
No, I had to do other things too. It wasn't me like I had to break the seal, but there were other things going on at the same time. Okay. Dude, Bats Giving, thanks so much for the freaking $25 contribution. Oh my god, while I was in the bathroom doing multiple things. My bad. I did this sitting on a toilet because it was like, sitting on a toilet. Sitting on a toilet. Y'all know the meme gif thing of that. With the lady who was sitting on the toilet. Anyone get that?
Bruh.
Okay, so here's a wheel spin for Bats Giving. Thank you again, dude, for the 25. You were king. Alright, here he goes. Monkey ass pogs. Heavy hands. Feels good, man.
Bruh.
Thank God, dude. I'm just okay with anything that's not a chug at this point, alright? Thank you, Bats Giving. Gulp Connect. ASS Connect. Wayne Batson, was that? I don't know if that was you, dude. I don't know. I can't, I can't judge or can't do things. I don't even know what I'm saying anymore, dude. It's been a long stream. We've been live now for 1 hour and 48 minutes. If you enjoying the live stream, the like button, the bell, the sub. Oh my god, dude, it's been a party. It's been a crazy, insane stream. All right. So bad. Bitcoin 7760. People were talking about the 777 Colt. If the 666 Colt are the Satanists, then the 777 sevens have to be the Jesus peoples. Okay, man. If we see 77, we'll do Jesus chimes. All right. I think we might have seen it for a second, but I was in the bathroom, sitting on the toilet. All right, oh, man. I'm sorry, man. I'm trying to collect myself, and I guess I'm gonna try to finish this coffee too. The insanity that's going on is like, what? HGI, what are you talking about, dude? HGI is in like Lansdowne SEC Incorporated. Is that what we're talking about, JH? Oh, HGX. What? My bad, dude. Derp. Crap. Nah, let's look at it. Big attempted rally. Non-stop attempted rally. This wave. Remember, the wave started at $227. This is a wave. This is one wave. This is not multiple waves. This is one. Okay, eventually this wave will come to a close, and we are showing that bearish divergence right now. Okay, the price action is reversing. High to a slightly higher high, lower levels of positive moment at an 88% retrace, it seems like, or higher, right? Bearish, effing divergence. There it is. But look left to see how deep we've come. All right, so from your all-time high to your low, you exceeded it. Yep, you exceeded an 88% retrace, but the divergence is so clear there. Stupid clear. All right, let's look at the weekly. Weekly might help us, maybe. Oh, yeah, right? High on price, higher highs on price, nearing 100% retrace with lower levels of positive Momo on the MACD. What is real estate? Real estate's like tough. That's real. So a reversal could occur, but remember, like the weekly, you understand that we had a bullish engulfing candle at the close of this week, which is kind of nuts. Okay, so you just got to think, I don't see any type of Bukowski pattern going on, really. It's just kind of been, look at this, it's just like straight up. Not much movement, so you got that, but that's, the weekly divergence is real, I think. No RSI divergence. So weekly divergence. Daily divergence with the weekly divergence leads you to believe there could be a high to a higher high or sell-off or reversal. All right. Always something to think about where it's like, here's a low. And not real. Not deep enough. So no harmonic. No harmonic either. We have not had any type of retrace. None. Zero. 20% retrace, nothing, dude. I'm sorry. It's nothing for harmonic. So just understand that you're like a 95%. Remember, just flip it over. we talk about the 95% retrace levels, right? If you can see just a slightly higher low than your previous low, there might be a really nice run in store for you. Same with distribution. If there's a slightly lower high than the previous high, we might get a really nice run to the downside with a bearish divergence. It could help the cause, leading us to believe that a sell-off seems more probable in the shorter term than a move to the upside to hit a fib extension, which would these would be your targets up here if it did ever break 100%. If it broke the 369 area ever, which I don't know how you do it on the daily or the weekly. Daily and weekly both showing impending price action reversal to the downside. If you did ever break 100%, the targets like 407, 427, 456. But again, I don't think you get these 50 percentages because look, man, you already see it daily, weekly, significant time scales that are bearish on the oscillators. Okay. JH, that was for you, dude. Okay. Am I streaming? Nah, dude. No stream. We're not streaming. This is all a figment of your imagination. This is not live. Kappa. Sir Edwards. Dracon Man. Hi, says. Okay. Merry Christmas. Happy New Year. Mark Kelly, we got a while before the new year. Okay, we got another over a month. HGX is the PHLX Housing Sector Index. Kanatomo, get wrecked. Boom. Real estate. Oh, interesting. Let's go back to BAT real quick. Not BAT to the US dollar. Please understand it's not BAT to the US dollar. We got a bullish 5-0. A bullish 5-0 on BAT. This is Mr. Peabody. Sorry, dude. It's tough for me to really see. So we got a 1272 exceeded it. A 1414 is next. What are the rules on the bats or on the sharks? No, the 5-0s, man. How deep can they go before they, before they become invalid? Give me a sec, dude. 5-0s. I need to put a 5-0 on my thing. What the heck, dude? Hold on. Oh, freaking 5-0, dude. I don't even know where the 5-0s are in this book, man. The shark into... There's the 5-0. Okay. It'd be a bearish 5-0. That means we'd wait, and but the thing is, it's just like, this could just be a bullish shark in itself, right? Bullish 5-0. Where's the bearish 5-0? See, it's not even showing. Is it even showing the bearish 5-0? There's a bearish before bullish. I don't understand. Here it is. Is there even a such thing as a bearish 5-0? Chat? Bearish 5-0 pattern? Okay, so it seems that unless I'm just overlooking things, Casey Stubbs isn't talking about ever a bullish or a bearish 5-0 pattern. Am I crazy, dude? Dude, I don't know if there is a bearish 5-0 pattern. Okay. But we're still looking at the shark, which we are. 113% is kind of max, right? So where this is going is just too deep anyway. You're at a 1414 right now. You could go to a 1618. And then like where if it retraces 50%, you take a short, right? Because the macro, look at this downtrend at a 50%. Once this reverses the upside at a 50% from a high to wherever the low is, 50%, one would take a short. I think that's reasonable to do anyway, right? The ultimate harmonic, Danny. That's what it's called. Divergence clear on the daily from August to now. I mean, yeah, there's divergence for sure. There's some sort of divergence weekly, man. We looked at the weekly. A little bit of divergence. Look, you see it? It's like low, lower low, lowest low, triple RSI divergence, maybe, right? So it's like, okay, maybe, but nothing really on the MACD on the weekly. You really want that. And if you're talking about stuff like this, you're looking for that weekly divergence to save your soul, dude. Your ish wants to feed you. I don't know what your ish is, dude. Ish Connect. Thank you, Bellinger, man, for everything today, all right? The $100 on the day. Kangish, man. Anyway, let's look at BAT to the US dollar, because why not, man? Go from BAT to BAT. Maybe. Where is it? Oh, there it is. I don't even know if this is it, dude. Yeah, this is it. Oh, yeah. What a fiasco, right? What a, like, oh, wow. Bitcoin got wrecked, and so BAT got kind of wrecked, too. Wow, it decouples and recouples, right? With the volatility. I think that these assets, these S coins, these altcoins are less susceptible to big moves down and up. I don't know. I feel like they have the opportunity to do whatever they want when Bitcoin volatility is at a low level. But when Bitcoin volatility is created, the altcoins definitely correlate in their price action, normally to whatever way Bitcoin's going. But as we've seen in 2019, Bitcoin moving to the upside, or at least the first half of the year, Bitcoin moving to the upside, the altcoins do move up, but not near as much as Bitcoin. Most of them, only a handful, did kind of coincide exactly with Bitcoin, like EOS and like BNB and stuff. So, all right, we're saved, man. All right, so BAT is climbing. It's made a retrace XABCD, I believe.
Is that a joint?
Saved, man.
Thank you, sir.
Thank you, sir, for the 420. Wow, thank you, man. Really appreciate it. I don't know, it looks so goofy in this hat. Alright, this hat is just not... It is subpar hat, man. Super scuffed scrub hat. Thank you, Sir Edwards, man. Alright, so Bitcoin is currently 7,765. Just moments away from the 7 club. Alright. And again, the highest tide the Bitcoin has seen, really, on this retrace, excuse me, man. Oh, man, it's tough. It's 78. 70. Which is, about $120 away from where we are currently. Facebook Connect. So, all this stuff got brought back to BAT because of... Miss Peabody. So here's the thing about Facebook, man. Okay, had this plotted out. We know what's going on. This is Facebook, dude. All right, Harmonic Connect. But the problem with the Harmonic Connect is like, you're not in a downtrend. You're clearly in an uptrend, even if you fell out. But the thing about this on Facebook is like a 78% retrace outside of a channel you'd already broken out of, right? You broke out for real like in September, and we've rallied since October, beginning of October, all the way to now to hit this upsloping old support as resistance with all the bearish divergence going on in the MACD at least. But the problem is now you're like holding on to positive momentum, leading you to believe that maybe the Bitcoin, why do I keep saying Bitcoin? Facebook might just continue to keep on climbing, but this has got to mean something, right? 1 and 2 on the bottom, 3 on the top. There it is. You can't break back into it, and you're at a 78% retrace from that July 2019 high all the way down to that late September of this year low. All right, so you're at a completion area, a reversal area that you could see a sell-off at least down to 195, but that's like $6. That's nothing really. So hold on, man. I think my music stopped. We are screwed. Yes, I'm still here. YouTube, thanks. V-Chain just died. Huh. Bitman Boy would be dissatisfied, but get wrecked. Okay. You should have been paying attention on the weekends and the holidays. What's up, Paul Suggs, man? Good to see you. Stressful struggle, you too, man. Get wrecked, James, man. Too late. The bearish cipher is an 886. It's always a 786, okay? It's unconventionally 886 if it ever gets there. So that's it, dude. A 786 confluent with a 1414 fib extension from B to C. Let's see, man. That's the reversal area. Divergence was clear. It was good, but now it's starting to look not as good. Okay. Matthew Demon.
Bruh.
Sorry about that first chug. Hopefully this will make up for it.
Oh yeah, Matthew. That's how it works, dudes. Hey man, sorry about your first chug, but now you have to do another wheel spin, and maybe this makes up for the first chug. Okay. Hey, I'm a conehead. I'm a conehead, dude. Let's do it, Matthew, man. Thank you for the $10 worth of was it Bitcoin? Oh, Ethereum Classic. Thank you for the $10 worth of Ethereum Classic. The 2.4388 Classic connects of Ethereum. Thank you, dude. Now let's wheel spin this, man. Spin the wheel. Maybe we'll get screwed again.
Bruh.
There we go, dude. Monk ass. What is that, dude? I need to trim. You know I haven't trimmed my beard in a month, right? It's been no shave November, but...
Social!
Let's go. That's right, Mitch Conehead. Mitch Head Cone Connect. All right, so everyone take a gulp or a sip of their beverage or marijuana, whatever you're doing that's legal in your respective home. All right. Cheers. Have I gone over Ethereum tonight? Oh, certainly I have, dude. But it was the very beginning of the stream. It's been many eons since then. We've been live for 2 hours and 4 minutes. If you're enjoying the live stream, hit that like button, that bell, that's up. Thanks so much, y'all. Okay.
Bruh.
You'll take it, Matthew, man. You'll take it. Everyone wins, dude. But Cypher, it's a big question. Will the cyber become real, or will it continue skating on up to become some sort of shark? We just don't know, man. Divergence was good until, man, recently. Just now it's like, oh, God, you're just holding on to positive momentum. And that means, like, oh, it could just go to higher prices, I guess. 7,775 on the corn of bits. Will we rise? Always possible based on Fibonacci, dude. 4-hour chart. Remember just the way it goes, the way we were from the highest high, not the mailman wick, just the next high. Being conservative on our Fibonacci. High to low. With the wick. Sure, I'm good here. Perfect. Okay. You're hitting the beginning of the golden zone, but the measure move of this inverse head and shoulders has not played out. Measure move of that pattern is around 81.54, which again, if you're talking about the golden zone, there's nothing weird at all about a measure move being hit on Bitcoin. So it really wouldn't be weird if Bitcoin hit 81.50. Okay, it really wouldn't be weird, dude. I'm sorry. That's it. You use your throne to get stoned. I don't even know what that means, dude. Okay. Ephemeral Majesty. Yeah, dude. Maybe, dude. Sounds like a lot of work, dude. I don't know if that's in my pay grade. I don't think that's in my thing of doing things, right? Putting all social media networks into one app. They have that already. Back when I worked in media, which was my job before streaming and all this, there is something. Hootsuite? Yeah, go look up what Hootsuite is, and whatever you're asking about is a thing. It's been a thing, dude. It's not new. So, Hootsuite, Mr. Majesty, is very real. It's been around for years, dude. Dude, the Activa Bitcoin ball. Oh my god, bullish signal? What are you talking about, dude? I mean, bullish signal? Nah, I mean, dude, you'll get a high on price, huge spike. A lot of times what'll happen is you'll get some bearish convergence eventually. You'll make lower levels than before, and then you'll sell off again. And when you sell off again, that's when everyone loses sentiment. Everyone quits. Everyone's like, okay, I'm done with this rally. It's so bad. It's so trash. Now we're selling off the lower lows. I'm over it. And it's good, though, because, like, I want those market participants to leave. Hey, chat. Here we are. Jesus chimes. Screenshot this if you can. Right. $7,777 effing dollars right now on Bitcoin. Wonderful. There's a link in the description below, Paul Suggs. That is how you can contribute to the stream monetarily if you want. Okay. Stream elements or one-up coin. You can tip via cryptocurrency or fiat. All right. But the reason why I don't have super chat on, many in this community already know, is because the super chat, though it's convenient, YouTube's taking 30% of it. So is it even worth the convenience? Would you rather only 70% of your tip come to me because it's convenient for you? Well, no, that's not the way it should work, okay? So I have voluntarily destroyed Super Chat because it's just not fair to me, okay? It's not only do they take 30%, they also hold on to all the money. And so if they feel like it, what if I had a good month? Like, what if like I made $30,000 on Super Chat in a month because the market's pumping, and they were like all of a sudden like, meh, I don't feel like paying Mitch. F Mitch. We'll just ban him. Ban Mitch. F him. They'll take all that money that they owe, and I won't get it. And guess what? I dealt with the exact same effing problem with Hyped on Crypto. Okay, the people that got me into streaming to begin with. Okay, they owed me $25,000, and they decided, meh, I'm not gonna pay Mitch anything. F him, F Mitch, even though he's the one that literally did everything to make it happen. F him, he's nothing. So when it comes to someone holding on to the money for me, I won't do it. Okay, based on history of people effing me in the A. No thanks, dude. So we'll do it the way we did it before Super Chat, before I was a YouTube partner. Okay, and I'm sorry that's inconvenient and sucks, but you got to realize that at the end of the day, are you watching YouTube or are you watching me? All right, that's what you got to ask. 7,785 right now on Bitcoin, trying to climb up a little bit. Highest high of the day, which is really nothing, not much of anything. Okay, so climbing. Yeah, dude, for me to start streaming, the overhead for me was about $25,000, which I got screwed out of. So, whatever, dude. Let's go. I don't care, man. Cheers. So, again, though we're at a common retraced level, breaking above 7,834, I think in time we could you know, where we were before was 78.91. You look left, right? Look where we are right now as we speak. A candle low close from September 30th, 2019, and a wick from October 7th, 2019. That is where we are. That is why we are not moving up immediately. It's because you're just at some sort of resistance area as discussed.
Is that a joint?
In many streams before.
Bruh.
What do you think of the bullish cross on the BTC daily and the 1 minute fake out? 8K tonight?
Bullish cross. Golden cross? I don't think there's any kind of cross on the daily that you could talk about that makes sense. There's no cross on the daily. I really don't know what you mean by a bullish cross. Are you talking, I mean, there is harami crosses, which is Japanese candlestick patterns. Harami crosses the bullish or bearish. No, I don't see any of that. I don't see any kind of moving average, golden death cross. What kind of cross are you talking about, buddy? I just don't know exactly what you mean. You know, the contribution, extremely appreciated. I'm trying to make sense of what you're saying. Bullish crop movement that you said the 60-minute. Golden cross in the 60-minute is maybe going on. He's talking about. We'll see. Yeah, golden cross occurred on the 60-minute, November 28th, just yesterday. I don't hold weight on 60-minute time scales really at all. If we're talking about golden and death crosses, I mean 4 hours real, but I really look at the daily. The daily is the most important death cross, golden cross, all right? So these things happen all the time because they're less significant time scales. They only happen a handful of times on the daily, and that's why they're death and golden crosses. So on the 60-minute, again, from the analysis I've given, there's a square up at 8,065 right here that we're working on. I think that there's a very good chance we could see a square up on Bitcoin at 8,065. But the problem is, on the 60-minute at least, from a high to a higher high to a slightly higher high, you're showing triple MACD bearish divergence. At this point, it's kind of like you're showing some bearish divergence in the RSI too. So contradicting variables going on right now. But I think it is very likely that Bitcoin could square up at 8,065 at some point in the future. Yes, despite any of this. Okay. You got to zoom in to remember it. I had the 8,065 plotted. And guess what else I had plotted? The 7,500 square up. There it was. Clear as day. You hit it multiple times, and now the next one's here. Okay. The next square up after that's kind of at 84.23. Great. So next target, if the square ups to happen, is 8,065. Okay, sweet. Does that help at all, Paul Suggs? Man, thanks for the 420. Kangish Behavior, 7,786. Continuing to try to climb a little bit. Remember, the impulse before it was extremely bearish, and it lasted from October 27th all the way to November 24th. We're talking an entire month. So now I think it's an X, A, B, C situation. Okay, we're working on one of the smaller waves. We're working on B to C right now. Where is the reversal going to occur until we make a slightly higher low or a lower low? All right. That's it. That's Bitcoin right now. New daily high. Oh my God. Big deal. FYX. Big deal. Sure thing, Paul, man. Thank you, dude, for the contribution to the stream. Because of people like y'all, I'm able to come back for the most part multiple times a day and to do trade setups, market analysis, and just give you updates on what's happening, the here and the now. All right? Thank y'all. Amazing. New tip, but nothing happened. Well, it happened there. Boom. It makes sense when I make more sense when I've had a few. I don't think so, maggot man. I don't think I make more sense when I've had a few. I think I make the same amount of sense. It's just sobriety and support resistance and charting doesn't really change. It's not like all of a sudden I'm looking at a girl and then I look at her after a few beers and it looks better, okay? Because like when you're looking at a girl when you're sober, you see the symmetry of her face, and when you drink, the symmetry of the face gets distorted and it becomes more symmetrical. All right, so that's what beer goggles are. That's what beer goggles do. They make the face of the woman that was not really attractive before, it makes it more attractive to the male, and vice versa, the female to the male. But when you're looking at charts, it's not like I'm looking at an ugly girl and all of a sudden the girl looks better, right? It's not the way it works. There's no symmetry. I'm not looking at the symmetry of some girl's face on the charts. So beautifully, there's no real such thing as beer goggles when it comes to technical analysis. It can't be real. It's not real, okay? So that's my description of beer goggles. Okay, man. Does anyone understand that at all? 1 for yes, 2 for no. Okay. You've had a few. Well, there you go, maggot man. Well, cheers, dude. A couple gulps, I think, left for me or something like that. I don't know. Clive Vital is not going to do a pot. Don't do a pot. Don't do the pot either, man. Alright. I'm not getting drunk tonight. Me, 10 beers later. Artsy, yeah, exactly. Get wrecked, dude. Didn't know what to expect. Didn't know what was going to happen. Alright. Why does it feel like there are only 7 people trading crypto? I mean, maybe because that's the case. All right. 777 connect. Let's go. Look in the Discord a little bit. All right. Oh, God. So, like, man, I don't know, man. I've been live 2 hours and 20 minutes now. So I'm overtime. I shouldn't even be here anymore. But I am here because it's Friday night. And it's like, whatever, dude. It's Black Friday. People are shopping until they're dropping. Shopping until their credit cards are flopping. Alright?
Bruh.
It will be 420 for a whole month next year. Dang, dude. The marijuana people are right. It really will be 420 all year next year. Once every 100 years. I think the people were saying the same thing back in 1920. Wow, dude. It's the 20th in a time month, man. 2 more to 200? Wasn't that the case like an hour ago? Are we kidding? We didn't even get a 2 likes in 2 hours? Jesus. No, dude, what are you talking about? We have 225 likes and 6 dislikes. So go F the 6 people who disliked. You're scrubs. You have no idea what you're doing. And you don't really care or respect the time I'm putting into this stream. The 6 people that are out there that disliked, you're an idiot. Don't ever watch my stream again. Thanks. FYX, I don't know about that, man. People, spend money on people they care about, that they will see every year. They care about people, and so they're gonna spend, try to make get some sales going on, right? So I think this year I'm gonna be spending more money on my family than I ever have before, based on the items that all these people want. So that'll be interesting. Well, if you did, go F yourself. I don't care. If you gave a dislike, go F yourself. Okay. Bikes do not update on mobile often. Get wrecked. Alright. Nice, man. Alright, so I'm finishing my beer. We're good. I think there's some college football still going on. Washington destroyed Washington State for the most part. Oh, South Alabama and Arkansas State. 55 seconds left in the game. Let's go, dude. Looks like USA is going to win. Troy destroyed. So college football is all over today, but tomorrow is the big one. 11 a.m. Michigan and Ohio State, or Ohio State versus Michigan, because it's at the big house. Wow. Coming nuts, dude. What's up, Monk Studio? Good to see you, dude. Julia, evidently a lot of people do that. It's crazy. Paul says he's not a regular listener, more casual, but he will start to. Appreciate the call out and feedback on Bitcoin tonight. He left a like. Thank you for the like, and thank you for the kind words, Paul. Thank you for contributing to the stream by just saying stuff. Okay, man. Thank you, dude. Much love. Well, all right, man. That's been such a good stream. Don't know how we can keep it rolling though, right? It's tough to keep things rolling with such a meh market sentiment right now, right? And it's Black Friday, people are out doing things. It's just tough to keep the stream rolling. So maybe I just might wrap it up right here. Can't say we didn't try everything we could to keep it going, dude. All right. Looked at too many assets today, too effing many. Yeah, we're under 300 viewers now. No, it's all good. Just want to say real quick, thanks so much to Paul and Sir Edwards and Vats Giving and Raised Liver and FYX the Zoomer and the effing Dip and Bellinger and Sir Fishing for Morgan, Alabama, and Matthew D and Beeswaxers and Mr. Peabody and Ridomanite. And on the crypto side, you've got some contributions that came in, and very grateful for President Donald Trump, Matthew D, Stay at Home King. Well, no, Stay at Home King did not contribute. 4 days ago, he contributed $250. So very grateful for him either way. All right. Oh, I know dislikes are part of the journey, but they can still be made fun of. Hey, they're going to dislike my stream when I'm putting everything out there for them on Black Friday, when I give it my all and just try to help people. I can still denigrate them, okay? Because they deserve it. Because I'm only trying to help people. When you've got so many content creators out there that don't give a living F about you, they don't care about educating you, teaching you a skill or an art. All they care about is themselves. They go live because it's in their best interest. And because, obviously, they don't provide value besides entertainment. Maybe I provide a little entertainment with some real-life skills that you can learn. So, again, big difference. Big difference. When people dislike my stream, they dislike free education. They dislike somebody literally trying to instill good in this world in a plethora of bad, black, toxic crap. Okay? So when people dislike my stream, they're literally rooting against the good guy that's trying to just make people's lives better. Okay? So I'll just be back sometime. I don't know when. Just be in the Discord. Link is in the description below. If you want to be a part of this Discord, where you'll always be notified when I go live or produce a video, join the Discord. 5,000 members almost at this point. Thank y'all again. I love y'all. Happy holidays. Until next time, respect the T.A. Yeah, Teresa Pizzo. Yeah, go ahead and try to do what I do. Dude, and when you try to do what I do, let us know so we can all make fun of how terrible you are at what I do. No one can do what I do. People can maybe do technical analysis better than me, but good luck on production value and the quality of the stream that I provide. You're wrong. You're just mad and jealous. You wish you could do what I do, but you never will. And that means you'll always be just some commentator and you'll be banned. You're nothing. Be destroyed. Goodbye.
I have a robot vagina.
That boy is good.
I have some evidence Fanbear Pig would be in this area.
Adios, turd nuggets.